Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game between Biotechcom and Challengers Zurich. Now let me introduce members of the team of Biotechcom. The two coaches are Yuri Boyko and Ole Boyko. Now starting lineup of Biotechcom. Pitcher number 2, Konstantin Chukas. Second base number 3, Roman Boyko. Third base number 20, Denis Brečko. Catcher number 17, Ilya Veliki. Right field number 9, Vyacheslav Babi. First base number 14, Dmitro Limanenko. Left field number 1, Bohdan Luchejko. Shortstop number 54, Andrei Boyko. Center field number 19, Alexander Halushka. Starting pitcher is number 2, Konstantin Chukas, and rest of the team. Now let me introduce the coach of Challengers Zurich, it's, Thomas Berger. And starting lineup of Challengers, pitcher number 28, James William Sanders. Second base number 2, Sentis Anton Seller. Shortstop number 16, Leonel de Jesus Tosamante. Left field number 4, Hayden Samuel Young Goldberg. Right field number 27, Adam Greenberg. Center field number 80, Regis Lars Reinhardt. First base number 31, Ryan Olivier Byrne. Third base number 23, Marco Limacher. Center field number 21, Simon Alexander Stefan. The starting pitcher is number 28, James William Sanders. And rest of the team. Now let me introduce umpires of the game. Home plate umpire Roman Matuli. First base umpire Mark Hensel. And third base umpire Milan Novacek. Now please stand up for the national anthem of Ukraine. Now, national anthem of Switzerland.
Welcome to the second game of Federation Cup. Second game of Wednesday's program here in Podunajské Biskupice will feature OSDYSSOR-Gorn from Ukraine and challengers Zurich playing in white jerseys. They now start on defense with James Sanders doing the pitching as the starter for the Swiss team. He faces Konstantin Čukas to start the ball game. We've already seen one game today, 9-7 victory for Dornbirn Indians, who beat Dorn Spartans in a close game. And now we will see whether this one will also be a close contest. James Sanders is on the mound for the first time in this tournament. I remind you that only one team will be promoted from Federation Cup to the more prestigious Confederation Cup for the next year. And the bottom two teams are going to be relegated to Federation Cup qualifiers for the next season. OSDYSSOR-Gorn have one win so far in their two games. Their opponent today, the challengers Zurich, are still waiting for their first win. And if they don't pick it up here, they will have trouble staying in this division in the Federation Cup. That's why they are sending their best pitcher to the mound in James Sanders, who is still battling with Konstantin Čukas. And now he makes a good contact. Čukas lines it into a left field where it gets past the left fielder for a double. So first hit is an extra base hit for OSDYSSOR-Gorn, as the Ukrainians get a runner in scoring position. Diving play in left field was not a successful one. Now strike one from James Sanders, as Santi Zeller could not make the play in left field last time around. So now Roman Bojko, who now swings and also hits one into left field. The run will score against Zurich. RBI single for Roman Bojko to make it 1-0. Now Denis Brečko will bat against Sanders. And he puts the ball in the air. This time it's popped up towards right field. No, it's fair ball down the right field line. And it will be double. So already two extra base hits against James Sanders. It looked as though it's gonna be only a foul ball, but in the end it dropped in front of the right fielder in fair territory for an extra base hit. Now Ilya Veliki comes in to swing for Gorn, and he hits a pop out to the shortstop, who takes the ball for out number one. So at last, Zurich is able to get the first out of the inning of the end of the bat, as Ilya Veliki becomes the first out of the inning. Now Vyacheslav Babi will bat for Gorn. As he takes strike one. Big swing and miss by Bobby to make it 0-2. Catching for the Zurich Challengers is Simon Stefan, and he now has it in his glove. One ball and two strikes to Vyacheslav Babi. He puts one in the air as well towards right field, where it's foul. About a meter and a half out of the foul line. Still two runners in scoring position for Gorn. And now the ball is put in play through the middle. The runner will score, but an RBI ground out makes it 2-0. 2 outs, runner on third. So an early lead for OSDYSSOR-Gorn against Zurich. And now Dmitro Limarenko will bat. With a runner on third base, still a chance to add even more runs in the top of the first inning. As James Sanders throws the ball to start the battle with Limarenko. Swing and miss. Now a foul ball to make it 1-2. This one is a ball outside to make it 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner on third. Dmitro Limarenko batting for OSDYSSOR-Gorn. Now he puts one in the air. It's out of play. The first baseman could not make the catch in foul territory. Still only one strike needed for Zurich to get out of the inning. And now they do on a strikeout. But Gorn takes 2-0 lead. Now coming to defense is OSDYSSOR-Gorn for the first time in this game. Doing the pitching for them is Konstantin Čukas, who gives up a single to the leadoff hitter. So James Sanders gets on for Santis Zeller, who is batting second against Konstantin Čukas. And he takes strike one. And a steal attempt, and the ball is into center field. So stolen base number one in this game goes to James Sanders, who is doing the pitching, and now he finds himself on second base. Now a foul bunt by Zeller to make it 1-2. Now the runner needs to get back. And he does in time. And now another attempt where the runner James Sanders needs to get back, but he does in time. The count is 1-2 and a swing and miss for out number one. First strikeout for Konstantin Čukas of OSDYSSOR-Gorn. Now he will face number 3 hitter Leonel Sosa. Heart of the order coming up with one out and runner in scoring position for Zurich. Now a sharp grounder which gets through. So runners at the corners now for Zurich. And for Hayden Jung Goldberg, who will now bat. Both teams showing some good offensive instinct in the early part of this game, as there is a chance to even the score on one swing of the bat. Perhaps an extra base hit by Jung Goldberg, who fouls it off for strike one. Swing and miss. Steal try at second base. The throw is late. So now runners on second and third. After Leonel Sosa steals second base. Second steal of this inning. And the third strike is called. So Goldberg is out, number 2. As now coming to the plate is Adam Greenberg. A left-handed hitter now facing Chukas as he sends one home to be fouled off. 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs for Zurich. This one is high for a ball. Another foul ball, ground ball towards first base line. But driven foul to make it 1-2. Only 1 strike needed for Chukas to get out of the inning. It's a foul ball off the end of the bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes still to Greenberg. And now he puts a good swing on it, drives it into the right field for a triple. 2-run RBI triple for Adam Greenberg. Solid contact, hard hit ball by Greenberg to put 2 runners home and even the score. The ball got behind the right fielder. It was hit in the gap. So both teams scored 2 so far. As Regis Reinhardt comes to the plate with a runner at third base, being Greenberg. Now Reinhardt grinds one towards first base, but it's ruled a foul ball. This one is swung on and missed by Reinhardt. The count is 1-2. And Chukas gets him to ground out another one, but it goes foul. Another foul ball, this time behind home plate. The count will stay 1-2. And Reinhardt keeps battling. Good at bat by him to keep it going with 2 outs. Now a contact is made, ball driven into a left field where it's dropped as an RBI double is credited to Regis Reinhardt, and he gives Zurich the lead, 3-2. And a visit from the pitching coach coming up. And a line out to end the inning at last for Gorn, who now trail Zurich 2-3. Bohdan Lučejko is leading off the inning for Gorn, who now are down by run to challenger Zurich after allowing 3 in the first inning. James Sanders doing the pitching for Zurich, and he now finds the strike zone for strike 1. Now Lučejko shows bunt, and it's tipped into the glove of the catcher. Simon Stefan for strike 2. Waiting on deck is Adam Bojko. Now this ball is popped up, and the play is made. The catch is made by number 2, Sentis Zelle. So out number 1 for Sanders, with Andriy Bojko now coming in to the plate. And Bojko grounds one towards second baseman, who makes the throw. So 2 outs in the top of the second. Now Alexander Haluška, batting 9, stands at the plate and he looks at strike 1 from Sanders. He's batting with bases empty and 2 outs. Haluška has some decent speed. The outfielder batting from the left side. He takes ball 2. Now good contact by Halushka. And it's in for an out at first base. So it looked like a hit. In the end, it's an out at first base. Marco Limacher makes a good contact as the running play is made in center field for out number 1. In the bottom of the second, great running catch in center field. Not an easy one to make by the center fielder, but still it's an out. Now Stefan coming into the plate to bat for Zurich, who lead 3-2. He takes ball, strike 1 from Čukas, who allowed 3 runs in the first inning. Both teams now have 3 hits. Now an awkward swing and miss by Stefan. He went chasing in the dirt, and now he faces a count that is against his favor at 2-2 now. Catching Konstantin Čukas in today's game is Ilya Veliki. He played in the outfield the last couple of games. And now strike 3 is called for out number 2. Čukas picks up strikeout number 3. So good start to the inning for Konstantin Čukas, who now starts James Sanders off with strike 1, swinging Sanders has one hit so far in this game. A single in the first inning. The count is 1-1 to the pitcher. He shows bunt and it goes foul. It was a well-placed bunt, but it hopped out into foul territory. Good job by the pitcher to let it slide and not play the ball. One ball and two strikes with two outs to James Sanders. As he swings and grounds it foul. Now good contact is made by Sanders and into left field for a hit. It was hit really hard for the shortstop to make the play. So it slips past him into the outfield for the second hit of the game for James Sanders. He now gives it up for Sentis Zeller, who is batting second. First time he struck out against Čukas. And now runner is caught in the rundown and an out is made. For out number 3, runner is tagged, trying to steal second. Adam Greenberg makes the catch for out number 1 in top of inning number 3. As the first hitter is retired by Zurich. It was Konstantin Čukas who can now focus on pitching. He is now succeeded by Roman Bojko, batting second, as he looks at strike 1 from James Sanders. Zurich is still waiting for their first victory at this year's Federation Cup. They have 2 losses so far, one against the home team, Apollo Bratislava. Now ball 2 by Sanders to Bojko. The Ukrainians had a good start to the game, as they picked up 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning, but since then they have not been able to put the ball in play very much. Now Bojko swings at one and drops it into center field for a hit. So with Denis Brečko coming to bat, he will have a runner to work with. Sanders cannot find the strike zone on pitch number 2. Now it's a strike on the outside edge. Still a good hitter's count for Denis Brečko. And he swings and grounds it toward third base. And 1 out is made at second, but the double play is not completed, as the ball is dropped at first base. Still a good out for Zurich. Good throw to second, where the throw is made. To first, it may have been late. It doesn't matter, as the ball was dropped. So now 2 outs and runner on first base. Another ground ball, which is driven foul off of Ilya Veliky's leg. He got it off his foot, and he will have to walk it off. But he's able to do so quickly, as he's back in the box. Now he falls on off. 0-2. And Sanders now needs 1 strike. This ball is driven towards the right field, where it gets by the diving right fielder, and 1 run will score to make it even at 3 apiece. So the run will not count in the end, as the ball got stuck in the fence. So it will be only a 2-base hit, as the run could have been scored from first, but a bad break for the Ukrainians, as it's still 3-2. So fortunate break for Zurich, as they could have allowed a run to score on a double, but the ball got stuck in the fence and the outfielders couldn't dig it out. So it's an automatic double, and the runner only advances from first to third, and now the third out is made, so Zurich gets out of the inning. Zeller now puts the ball in the air, where it's taken in center field by Halushka to get out number one. In the bottom of the third for OSDYSSOR-Gorn, who are down by a run. They could have been tied, but the ball got stuck in the fence, and it was ruled an automatic double in the last half of the inning. And the runner could only advance from first to third on the double, so it cost Gorn the run. Now they are back on defense, with Leonel Sosa batting. Heart of the order coming up to Konstantin Chukas. This one is grounded towards third base, where an accurate throw is made for out number two. Good running play to get the runner out at first. Sosa is out. As he will not add another hit to his resume this time. He already has one in this game. It was for extra bases. So Chukas is ready for the next hitter. And he's ahead, 0-1. Now 1-2 after another foul ball. Hitting for Zurich is Hayden Jung Goldberg. Will now have to protect the plate. And he hits one out in the air. And it goes foul. Down the left field line. It was just out of the reach of both the third baseman and the left fielder. So Jung Goldberg still alive. 0-2. Now he lines one onto the shortstop who plays it on a hop. Nice stop to get the ball in the glove, but the throw is not in time. So it will be scored as an infield single by Jung Goldberg, and the runner is on for the next guy, who is Adam Greenberg. Batting from the left side. He hit one hard back in the first inning, as it was a double from his bat. Now he bats with the count being 1-1 after this ball. Now the throw over to first base gets by the first baseman. So Jung Goldberg moves into scoring position. Two outs. Runner on second for Greenberg. He swings and fouls it off. This one is driven deep into right field. And it's over the head of the right fielder. Zurich will add to their lead, as it's an RBI double for Adam Greenberg, a second extra base hit for him in this game, as it's 4-2 Zurich Challengers. It was well struck. Long hit ball almost towards the fence in right field, as it flew over the head of the right fielder for a double. So another runner is in scoring position for Zurich, as Regis Reinhardt now bats. He's got Greenberg on second. He has to go back quickly, but he's in there in time. A late time is granted by the home plate umpire. One and 0 to Reinhardt. Now 2 and 0 after this take on the inside corner. Still no strikes in this at bat by Chukas. So reaches Reinhardt. Might take. And he takes strike one. Now he perhaps will be looking for a pitch to hit. With the count being 3-1. Should be looking for a fastball. And he gets it. And grounds it towards second base, where a wild throw is made. And it goes past the first baseman. Another run scores for Zurich. The throw was way high. And a double, or rather an error on the defense, allows another run to score. Now it's a 3-run lead for challengers. Too bad for the pitcher, Konstantin Chukas, who was working well up until this error. He could have been out of the inning. Now he has to face another hitter. But he quickly gets ahead, 0-2. And he puts the ball in play towards second base. This time, throw is much better for out number 3. Dmitro Limarenko bats with bases empty, top of the 4th inning. His team trailing Zurich by 3 runs. After 2 more have crossed plate. in the last half of the inning. Now ball and 2 strikes. To Limarenko, who lifts one up towards center field, where a great play is made by Leonel Sosa for out number 1, sliding catch. It was not an easy play to make. The center fielder needed to be running real hard to make the catch. Now batting for Gorn is Bohdan Lučejko. Top of inning number 4, as Lučejko grounds one towards shortstop, who makes a good throw to first for an out. And now Andriy Boyko will come into bat with 2 outs and nobody on. So far a quick inning for James Sanders on the mound. Boyko takes a swing at the first pitch and he fouls it off. Now 2 straight balls, this one outside to Andriy Boyko to make it 2-1. This time it's playable for the catcher, who makes the catch for an out as Zurich gets out of the inning. Challengers Zurich leading Gorn 5-2 as we head into the bottom of the fourth, with Konstantin Chukas still on the mound for the Ukrainians, who need to get 3 quick outs and get back on offense. And they do get the first one really quickly, as the strikeout is now completed at first base. Noah Rich, and a quick out, number 2, as the hitter goes down on 3 pitches. Second strikeout of the inning for Konstantin Chukas, who makes quick work of the first 2 batters. He now faces James Sanders. Now a ground ball towards second base, where now this made quick 1-2-3 inning. James Sanders continues to work on the mound for Zurich, who lead OSDYSSOR-Gorn 5-2 in the second game of today's schedule in Federation Cup. Now Alexander Halushka pops out to the shortstop for out number 1. The lineup turns over to Konstantin Chukas, who bats leadoff today. This one is driven, but the ball will stay in the ballpark for the left fielder. For out number 2. Making the catch was Hayden Jung Goldberg for Zurich. So 2 quick outs. And now Sanders faces Roman Bojko as he takes strike 1. Another one in for a strike. One ball and 2 strikes after the ball high. This one is driven well into center field, where the running catch is made by Reinhardt to end the inning. Santi Zeller facing Konstantin Čukas to lead off bottom of the 5th, with Zurich Challengers leading Gorn 5-2. We have seen some quick innings on defense, and now it can continue as Zeller grounds out towards first base. He will now give it up to Leonel Sosa. So far, Sosa has only reached base once on an error. He scored a run. He's got 200 average in this tournament. Now he bats one towards third base, and the tag is made at first for out. Number 2. Two quick outs for Gorn and Konstantin Čukas. Eden Young Goldberg now batting for Zurich with 2 outs and bases empty against Chukas. As he hits one towards second base, where a throw is made in time for out number 3. Dennis Brechko in the batter's box for Gorn, who are still trailing in this game 2-5 to challengers Zurich. James Sanders still pitching for the Swiss team. Now foul ball. Now breaking ball in for a strike. 3 called. Another strikeout for James Sanders. His 3rd in the ball game. He's allowed 2 runs on 5 hits. Both teams have 5 so far. And another ground ball hit towards 3rd. And out number 2 is recorded. So just as quickly, James Sanders gets the first 2 batters. Another batter in the order is number 9, Vyacheslav Babi, who faces Sanders as he takes strike 1 to make it even. Now hit the opposite way for a single, as Babi gets on board for Dmitro Limarenko. But this one is popped up, way up in the air, toward right field, where the catch is made for out number 3. Zurich still leads 5-2. Adam Greenberg now batting against Konstantin Chukas in the bottom of the 6th, as this game has been rather quick. We've seen 7 runs, 5 of those courtesy of the challengers. And Adam Greenberg has been great so far. He's driven in 3 runs on 2 hits. So now he gets to face Chukas for the 3rd time. He's the most productive hitter on Zurich's lineup. And he lifts another one into center field, but the catch is made in there by Halushka for out number 1. OSDYSSOR-Gorn have more hits than the challengers, but they trail 2-5. 5 hits so far for Zurich, but they are taking advantage from some poor defense, as already Gorn has made 4 errors. Now Reinhardt bets against Chukas, and he's down 0-2. Now a check swing and a foul ball down the 3rd baseline. It will stay 0-2 as the runner needs to get back. Regis Reinhardt now behind an account, still 0-2. And now ball by Chukas. another foul ball. It's not playable down the third baseline as it drops out of play. And he goes chasing in the dirt. And the strikeout is completed at first base. 2 outs now for Gorn in the bottom of the 6th. Ilya Veliki completes the strikeout. And now Gorn needs just 1 out to get into the 7th. And the ground ball is through into the outfield. For the challengers, who now have a runner on. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. This one is grounded, foul down the third baseline. Ryan Oliver Byrne now needs to get back into the batter's box. Two outs, 0-2 count. Off the end of the bat. Lifted into shallow right field where the catch is made for out number 3. Top of inning number 7. Challengers Zurich lead. OSDYSSOR-Gorn 5-2. Still James Sanders is going strong on the mound as he starts another batter off with 2 strikes. Big swing and a foul ball by Bohdan Luchejko, who is now in the batter's box. Now a ball high. Still, he is ahead in the count, the pitcher. And a strike 3 is called. Sanders continues to dominate. He's picked up another strikeout. He is fourth. He still has allowed 6 hits and only 2 runs. Andrei Boyko now coming in for Gorn with 1 out and bases empty. Strike 1 is called. Sanders continues to work quickly and he's throwing strikes. Now a ground ball towards shortstop as he makes an accurate throw for out number 2. Now Alexander Halushka stands at the plate, the left-handed hitter, facing Sanders. He has not been on base so far in this game in 2 trips to the plate. Now breaking ball for strike 2. And this one is out for a ball. Sidearm delivery from James Sanders for ball 1 in this battle with Alexander Halushka. Now it's also below the strike zone for a ball. The count is even. Now a swing and miss for a strikeout. And another 1-2-3 inning for Sanders. Simon Stefan stepping into the plate onto the plate in the bottom of inning number 7. for Zurich Challengers, who lead 5-2. Konstantin Čukas still in the game as the pitcher. He has allowed 6 hits and 5 runs so far. Stefan is batting 9th. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. But now he's ahead, 3-0. This one is ruled a strike. And he gets back into the at-bat with a strike, so the count is now full. And a swing and miss, so he comes all the way back from being down 3-0 to record the strikeout. It was his 7th of the ball game. Čukas still has a 0 ERA in the official stat sheet because all runs have scored on errors. But since the 3rd inning, it's been really a quick ball game. All zeros on the scoreboard since the top of the 4th. Up until now, James Sanders now batting, the leadoff hitter in the lineup for Zurich Challengers. He takes ball 2. Čukas already at 97 pitches. James Sanders with 85. He now is batting as he takes strike 1. This one is way up high for ball 3 to Sanders. Now, base on balls for James Sanders, as Čukas allows a base runner after a while once again. But he's staying out there facing Santi Zeller, who bats with 1 out. And he takes ball 1. Now strike to make it even. Taking all the way was Zeller. And now ahead in the count is Čukas, 1-2. A hit and run was on, but the ball is driven foul. Now the count is 2-2. Foul ball. So the runner will need to get back. Another steal attempt, and the stolen base for James Sanders, who gets into scoring position for his teammate Santi Zeller. The count is full. Payoff pitch coming up. Still only one out in the inning. And ball four to Zeller, who now occupies first base. And the time is called. Maybe it's time for a pitching change. So Leonel Sosa facing a new pitcher on the mound for Gorn. It's Denis Brečko, number 20. He moves into the pitcher's spot to face the beef of the order as the day is done for his teammate Konstantin Čukas. And he is still about to find the strike zone. Sosa was on his way to first, but he had to stop as strike one got called by home plate umpire Roman Matulik. At first is Mark Hensel, and at third Milan Novacek. Now a swing and miss, so Brečko gets into the groove. Both runners are on the move, and a strikeout and a throwout at third base for a double play. Same pitcher still out there for challenger Zurich as James Sanders faces Konstantin Čukas to begin inning number 8. Zurich still lead 5-2 as they look to get their first win in this year's Federation Cup. They have lost both of their opening games. And now they are close to getting the first victory. We will also witness one more game today between the home team Apollo Bratislava and Butchers Redtwig as the first batter goes down swinging for a strikeout. To give it up to Roman Bojko, who will now bat for OSDYSSOR-Gorn, who have been quiet since the first inning. They have scored 2 in there, but since they have not added any more runs. Sanders has been great, and he starts Bojko with strike 1. Another pitch is in for a strike. This time a sidearm delivery by the James Sanders to make it 0-2 to Roman Bojko. This one a breaking ball outside to make it 1-2. And Sanders is having fun on the mound. And now a hard hit ball by Roman Vojko, but it's caught in center field. A nice diving play. So far, the prettiest play of this game. On a hard hit ball by Roman Vojko that is caught on a dive in center field. 2 outs now. Denis Brečko coming into bat with 2 outs and bases empty. We have seen some great defense from Zurich. And Sanders starts another batter off with strike 1. Now he does well to not swing. Denis Brečko is 1-1. So finally a good hitters count as the pitcher now, Denis Brečko, is now 3-1 ahead. Waiting on deck is Ilya Veliký. But the count is full now. After foul ball. Swing and miss for a strikeout. Out number 3. Luigi Chinardi now batting against Denis Brečko in the bottom of the 8th. OSDYSSOR-Gorn need a clean inning to get back on offense and try to extend this game. They are trailing by 3. This one is called a strike on the outside edge by Denis Brečko. And another one in the same spot to make it 1-2. This one is grounded towards second base, where the throw is made for out number 1. And Adam Greenberg is coming in to hit for Zurich with 1 out and base is empty. It's been another hot day today in Podunajské Biskupice, Bratislava, as this game has been rather a quick one. With Zurich leading 5-2. Now Brečko starts another batter off with 2 strikes. This one ruled the ball. To make it 1-2. This one is grounded towards second base, and out is made. Second ground out of the inning for the challengers, and again the second baseman takes it for out number 2. Now coming into bat for Zurich is number 80, Regis Reinhardt, as he looks at ball 1 below the strike zone. And he takes ball 2, this time on the outside corner. Denis Brečko looking comfortable since they're replacing his teammate Konstantin Čukas on the mound. He now finds a strike zone. He's held the challengers at bay since this outing started, as he now takes strike number 2 on a swing and miss by Reinhardt. Now ball is popped up way up in the air towards third base, and the catch is made for out number 3 in foul territory. James Sanders is back out there for inning number 9. He needs 3 outs to secure the victory as he gets a chance to complete the game on the mound. He faces Ilya Veliki, who fouls one off to start the inning. Now ball 1 is taken by Veliki. Sanders already over 100 pitches, but he's been very effective. That's why the manager kept him in the game. Close call, ruled the ball by home plate umpire Roman Matulik to make it 2-1. Now a swing and a ball batted foul. It was a high breaking ball that was left over the strike zone. But not a good contact was made. Now it is. Ball played on a hop at third base. Great pick at first base for an out. Great defense by Zurich. Marco Pfister made a play at first base. Excellent pickup from the dirt for out number 1. And Vyacheslav Babi coming to the plate. Only 2 outs needed for challengers to win this game. This one is ball low. Second pitch winds in for a strike on the outside edge, as Vyacheslav Babi was taking. Now he pops one up and it's playable for Stefan, who almost made a catch. Good effort by the catcher. So it's 1-2. Now a hard hit ball picked up on the line out of the air by the second baseman for out number 2. 2 great defensive plays by challengers Zurich. And now it's gonna be a pinch hitter coming into the ball game for the Ukrainians. It's Konstantin Boyko, who is the only hope for OSDYSSOR-Gorn in this game, as Sanders deals with 2 outs and base is empty. Now 1-1 to Boyko. First at bat for Konstantin Boyko. He's got the ball game on the line. And now foul ball. One ball and 2 strikes. 1 strike needed for Zurich to grab the win. Ball in the dirt. Good discipline by Boyko to leave the bat on his shoulder. Now he puts one on the ground and it through into left field. So pinch hitter is on board for Ihor Lukin, who will be another pinch hitter. One out, one on, 2 outs for Ihor Lukin, who will now face James Sanders, who is still going strong, trying to finish this game. He needs one more out. So the second pinch hitter, as the first one was successful in reaching base safely. But Sanders is unfazed. He drops in this pitch for a strike to begin the at-bat. This one is outside. Good patience by Ihor Lukin. Now he puts one in the air, and it's caught right out of the air for out number 3, as challengers Zurich complete the victory as they beat OSDYSSOR-Gorn 5-2 to end the ball game.